Yo, what's up, everyone? It is Prince Robert's time, back with another episode. I am gonna be reading for 30 minutes. Yes, probably I have something in my face. One sec. Okay, now it's good. So, you might be noticing it's kind of like night, like right. It's 8:52 p.m. So yeah, I'm planning to read today like 15 minutes, and then tomorrow 15 minutes. So yeah, that's good. I'm just tired. Yeah. I always say this, but I'm tired. Just tired. Ohio, Sigma, wrist. Ohio, Sigma, wrestler. Ohio, Sigma, wrestler. Sigma, wrestler. Oh, 1 second. One sec. I like. Making my time useful by sharpening pencils. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, still not working. Sorry. Ohio, Sigma Rizzler, Ohio, Sigma Rizzler, Ohio, Okay, so I promise in 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah, Sigma. No, yeah, Excuse me. Yeah. Ohio Sigma Rizzler. Oh. 1 second. Just 30 more seconds. Oh my god. So I'm gonna read for now. I like for 10 more minutes. Really scared me there. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading. So also it's gonna be for 15 minutes. Yeah, I already told you 15 minutes today, 15 minutes tomorrow. So yeah. Alright, so that's great, he said. Come visit me in sick bay in between watching out for subs. I will, I told him. Every day after the attack, I had gone to the hospital, no check on our wounded sailor. He'd been in a coma at first, and there were some days I couldn't see him because he was in surgery. But after 5 days, he was awake and talking in his hospital bed. And that's when I found he'd like for people to call him Joe. Hey, maybe now I'll get you to meet my buddy. I'll tell him to come too, Joe said, not realizing that Stanley wasn't coming with us. I had to explain it to him later. I owe you guys my life, Joe said as the orderlies got underway again. I mean it. Thanks, Joe said, enjoying the glow of being a hero again. If only for a moment. I'll see you guys in the ship. My mom hugged me and knew the whole story of me. Stanley would be in the motorboat now. I'm proud of you, Frank, she whispered, but not ever to do anything like that again. I smiled. I was pleased that she was proud of me and that she thought I might actually do something dangerous again. Oh, I just sing my just sing my take my river, oh, I take my river, river. I'll sing my river, sing my river, Ohio, sing my river. Okay. I don't have that low taper fade anymore. Look at that. That's not a low taper fade. I really need a haircut. Getting hair like all over here. Just got that low taper fade. Just got that low taper. And that low top taper fade. Just got that low taper fade. Just got that low taper fade. Just got that low taper fade. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna read later. Yeah. Ohio. Ohio, sing on with the Ohio. Sing on as my home I go. Sing on as I guess. Oh my god! Oh, hi. So guys, have a great day. Please subscribe. Bye. What's up, everyone? It's Prince Robert's time, and I love the fading. So, one sec. Okay, that's all. So, I am going to read for 30 minutes. Yes, it's going to be hard, but I will try my best to get through. Yeah, but, okay. So, I just found out that I have only 4 more pages left. If I have 4 more pages left, I should try my best, like, today. But maybe next Monday. And next Monday, I will try my very best to finish this book. So, yeah. I only have, like, 1 second. Let's see. I only have 5 more pages left. Yeah, that's 5 more pages. I just really want to, like, finish the book. Like, let's do it now. When the last wounded sailors were taken aboard, it was our turn to climb out the wave. Did I do this? No, I don't know. So, yeah. Unless he didn't care more. He had heard we were leaving, unless he didn't care anymore. But even as I thought it, I couldn't believe it. Desperate, everything was pulling us apart. We both knew that we were about to lose. Mom and Guinea and I moved slowly up the ramp. I used my increasingly higher vantage point to search the docks for Stanley, stopping every couple of feet to stand up on my toes. The lady behind me groused for me and to get a move on, but I didn't care. I was halfway in the ship then. Wait, was that? Yes, it was Stanley, running to the end of the line and searching frantically for me. Stanley, up here! I yelled, immediately getting shushed by a dozen moms. I waved back until he saw me, and he hopped up and down and waved back. I signaled for him to wait there and started to push my way back down the ramp. Pardon me. Sorry, I whispered as I went against the tide. The other passengers scowled and grumbled, but they let me by. I pushed through the crowd and hurried to where I seen Stanley. When I finally spotted him up close, he looked that he just climbed out of bed and thrown out the first clothes he'd found on the floor, which was probably exactly what he'd done. I dropped my suitcase on the ground, and we shook awkwardly for a second, trying to figure out how to greet each other. handshake? We'd probably done that. A hug? Too embarrassing. We settled to just smiling and raising our chins at each other instead. Hey, I said, I didn't think you were gonna make it. I could leave the house until after curfew ended, Stanley said, slightly out of breath. Right, I should have remembered. With the U.S. military now control of all Hawaii, there were strict punishments for leaving your house at night, especially for AJs. I glanced back over my shoulder. Mom and Ginny were already on board the ship. Oh my God! In this game. I hate that I'm leaving, I said, and I mean it. As dangerous as it was to stay in Hawaii, the possibility of never talking to Stanley again was worse. You're right, won't you? We both asked at the same time, which made us laugh. Of course, all right, I told Stanley. But you have to write too. In fact, I know what your first letter to me can be. I pulled a small stack of folded up papers in my back. What? How did I die? Okay. Pocket. I held them for a second. Still not sure, but finally decided to go for it. Here, I said, thrusting up the papers to Stanley's hands. Stanley opened the pages and read the title out loud. The Sleeping Giant Awakes? Wait, is this? I nodded. The script for the first issue of the Arsenal of Democracy comic. I'm not saying this. I'm not talking about politics. This is what the book says, actually. This is actually what the book says. Like, okay, look. See? I nodded. The script was for the first issue of... Okay, never mind. I told him. I mean, it is rough and it needs a lot of work, but this is his origin story? Stanley asked, turning the pages. Yeah, and I figured out the perfect power for him to have, I said. You'll see when you read it. Hang on, I said, Stanley. The way you've described the Arsenal here, you kept him from Japanese American? An American of Japanese ancestry, I said. Stanley frowned. Frank, we can't do this, he told me, pushing the script back into my hands. Nobody wants this. Nobody will publish this. The main character looks like the enemy. Even now, I could feel people's eyes on me and Stanley. Him because he looked Japanese, and me because I was talking to him. No, I said. The Arsenal looks like you. He looks like an American. Stanley shook his head. Will you at least try to draw it? I asked. I don't know, said Stanley. I thought you said you can't write anymore. I couldn't for a while, I said, but a friend told me a real hero always fights for what's right. Stanley raised his eyebrows. So making comics makes us heroes now? Maybe, I said. I huffed. The line to the book was moving, and I didn't know what exactly how to say what I was feeling. Maybe when it feels the world is ending and nobody cares, somebody who makes a comics, who makes anything creative, is a kind of hero. Because we need stories and pictures and stuff, Stanley looked doubtful. But I could see that he was thinking about it. A curfew blew a handled whistle, and I jumped. I guessed it and stand in for the ship's whistle, which would have been loud enough for the Emperor Hirohito himself back in Japan would know our ship was already have to leave Pearl Harbor. One sec. I'm immortal? Okay. Someone's trying to kill me here. One sec. No! Okay, I'm back. A crewman blew a handheld whistle. I jumped and guessed it and stand into the ship's whistle, which would have been loud enough for the Emperor. Ready to leave Pearl Harbor. I have to go, I told Stanley. I pushed the script back to him. Draw the comic, will you? I asked. Draw it and send it to me when you're done. And then, when the war's over, we can start make our own comic book company, with me writing and you drawing the pictures. Stanley laughed technically. Maybe, he said. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, we only have 2 more pages. This is going to be great. And we only have 3 more minutes, so let's get to reading. The whistle blew again. I raised a hand. Aloha, Stanley, I said. Hawaiians use the word aloha like hello or goodbye. But it actually meant something. Like love and friendship and peace. I meant all those things when I said it to Stanley. He was my best friend. And I loved him like a brother. And I hoped he found peace. Aloha, Frank, Stanley said, returning the wave as I ran for the friendship. Second. For the ship. I was the last one on board as a sailor to shut the gate. Guinea and Mom were waiting for me along the... one sec. I promise, just 1 sec. Guinea gave me a long hug. She understood what I was leaving behind more than most. She'd done it before, and she was doing it again. As the ship slipped its moorings and pulled away from the dock, I thought again about the origin stories. Here in Hawaii, I'd written mine, becoming the real McCoy. The one who was still nervous and scared, but not as much as I wouldn't stand up for what was right. But I didn't want to attack on Pearl Harbor and be Stanley's origin story. I didn't want to be the event that defined his life. I hoped Stanley's origin story was still the moment when a teacher told a young American of Japanese ancestry that he would grow up to be an artist. I found Stanley in the crowd of people still on the dock. and we waved to each other one last time. We'd been a dynamic duo. And the war. Like some comic book supervillain was threatening to destroy the creative world we built together. But maybe, just maybe, the arsenal of democracy was the superhero who could save it. And that is done. I'm done with the book. Okay. One last time I'm going to do this for this book. This is the comic book because I'm not reading this. Please pause if you want to. And this is the map of Pearl Harbor. And this is author's note, if you want to read it. And that is it. Oh, wait, no. Bro, how is it? Turn the page for more Alan Gratz. Okay, blah. I am done. Yeah. Goodbye, guys. So, goodbye, guys. I will see you later. I finished the book.